We are live. Welcome to another weekly UNPC, a monochrome edition. Everyone's wearing black or white shirts. Yes.
Oh, I'm singled out.
Yeah, I guess so. You're gonna be on the you're gonna be the paladin versus the rogues. I am Thanks Skeleton, aka Chris. Or vice versa. I've been running UNPC for every week this year. I want to do it every single week. That's my goal. I am joined today with two recurring members and one new member, Watcher DM. Let's go down the line and introduce ourselves real quick. Spawner, go ahead.
Hey, I'm the Spawner, and I love UNPC, and can't wait to play with these guys.
I'm a pancake of the stealth variety, and I'm here to get in character.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm Watcher DM, also known as Gabriel, and I'm just happy to be here. So yeah, I'd like to throw some dice and play pretend with my friends.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's add the sheet to the page. Let's get started. Go ahead, Watcher DM. Why don't you roll a d20?
Okay. 7.
Mystery.
Ooh.
Investigation. Pancake, go ahead.
I can remember the stupid D20 button I never use except for this. 11.
Artificial life,
Ooh.
Pinocchio, but robots.
Ooh.
Interesting. Go ahead, Spawner. This is a big roll.
D4?
Yes, go for it.
1.
Ooh,
Nice.
Okay, interesting. Wow. I was actually hoping to be a Pinocchio here. Yeah. So, does anyone remember who did Pinocchio? It was nobody here, right? Okay.
Oh, who suggested it? No, I don't.
Yeah, I think that was somebody that maybe
I was gonna say that was Geppetto.
Geppetto. Big Pinocchio fans. So yeah, artificial life. So we're kind of like going with themes of like being an android or kind of like being a robot or being like a clockwork character or a golem or something like that. And also there's some sort of mystery involved.
The first thing that pops in my head is probably a bad idea, but I think of Isaac Asimov, the iRobot series, because those are all pretty much mysteries. But then I'm like, but that's really hard.
Yeah. I'm thinking that perhaps when we do mystery, we're gonna do the characters want to uncover something, but I don't know if I can't like do a fully structured mystery and all that stuff. So
Yeah, sure.
Themed around investigation, but perhaps not. In terms of other ideas, I've got some interesting ones. So is anyone familiar with Kiln People? Have you guys heard of that?
No.
So this is a science fiction, and there's been other kind of like examples of this, which is basically like the kind of like the typical framing of it is like somebody walks into the investigator's office and they're like, I want you to investigate a murder. Whose murder? Mine. You see, I'm a clone robot of the murder victim, blah blah blah. So it's like I'm artificial, but I need to, who killed the real version of me, or something like that.
Who killed my prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
And that's actually this is a little known fact, but that is actually the plot of the Who Framed Roger Rabbit book, where there's like a clone of Roger Rabbit. He's like, they killed me, so you need to figure out my
Nice.
my original Anyway, those are just random ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could. So the nature of the Pinocchio story, right, is he's trying to become a real boy. So there's a certain amount of like, where is the humanity in the machine?
Mm-hmm.
It might be a search for your own maker, kind of a search for your humanity kind of thing. I don't know if that's investigatory, but it could be. Probably a little philosophic, but
Yeah, Chris, what do you want us to be some autonomous? Are we the artificial life, or is that something that is bringing us together?
I think given the setting, we probably want to be the Pinocchio characters ourselves rather than like interacting with some Pinocchio NPC or something.
Okay, so
I want to be a robot for sure.
Yeah.
well, so if we're robots, would that mean that we all have the exact same body and finesse, or are we like different models?
I've no idea. Like,
I think
yeah,
it'd be interesting if we're like different models, and some of us are older, so like some of us have maybe less autonomy than others or something.
Okay.
yeah.
maybe we're all like the same make and model, but we've all been through different stuff, and it's kind of left its own mark, kind of modified.
Tuned for different jobs, perhaps.
Yeah,
Right.
like I just rolled random, like pretty high bodies, so maybe like I haven't taken as much damage from things, but like my aware is pretty low, so maybe my sensor package is bonked out from some magnetic interference or something.
Okay. So it sounds like we all want to do robots as opposed to like golems or some Pinocchio type puppet thing. So let's go ahead with robots. How do you guys want to become humans, or do you have a different kind of goal related to humanity?
Crazy pitch. What if
Sure.
like we're machines and we know that we're machines, but we feel emotions, and the three of us have determined that we are the three robots who feel emotions, and we just kind of want to know where that comes from. Like it's an anomaly in our systems.
Okay.
I don't know, just a pitch.
I like that. That's great.
I think I know what character I'm playing.
Okay, cool. Let's say that you guys are humanoid. We could say that you're like mining robots instead, but I think humanoid robots. Let's see. We can do the moon again. We did the moon recently, but I like the moon. So do you have any ideas what your career was as a robot? What do you do for quote unquote a living?
I am a infiltration assassin droid.
Okay, interesting.
But I'm made to look like just a serving model.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I am an actual serving model.
Okay.
I was thinking something mundane, like I'm a hospitality robot.
Look, yeah. Like
I rolled
basically.
I rolled the stats I rolled, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I'm really good at killing people.
Yeah, I feel yeah, we're really good at killing people and also have emotions.
Well, I'm good at killing people. I don't know about you guys. Do
okay.
whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I've got garbage melee, ranged, and defend.
I
think I'm a clumsy waiter. I'm pretty sure I've got like a 60 body and like a 20 finesse. So I think I'm just like a clumsy waiter robot named Tex 18. You know, they like built me with the stupid 10-gallon hat on, and I do the finger guns kind of. It's part of the branding.
Gotcha. Is this let's see.
But I don't know if that's too silly a tone. I can tone it down and be some other guy. That's fine.
No, I think that makes sense. Like if you're supposed to be entertaining, right?
I think I'm a hospitality service droid.
Yeah. You want some theming.
Yeah, and so I've got like,
I think
whatever the
you okay. How about this? You work at a theme restaurant.
Yeah.
So there you go, cowboy theme restaurant.
Yeah, it's the Tex 18 model. Like we do Tex-Mex and everything else.
Okay.
I think I know. I think we were talking about this offline, but maybe I'm a truck driver.
Truck driver. Okay, cool. So you guys are on the moon, so you're driving a lunar truck. That makes sense. There's like a dome. I think I kind of want to hit the ground kind of running, hit the ground running. So basically you guys have already met and it's like midnight and you guys are supposed to be quote unquote asleep and charging in these giant charging banks full of robots, but each of you has preset like a wake up and you're going to meet each other and talk about this.
Sorry, I just saw Spawner's name.
Okay.
Oh, do we got to change our names? Hold on.
So does that premise make sense? Is that like you guys already met somehow previously, but now you're kind of like you all wake up in the middle of the night, you all meet each other in the charging area.
Maybe we all have like the same program designer.
Program designer
or something. Like we all had the same creator, and we have something that all the other robots don't have.
Gotcha. Okay, here's an idea. Maybe all of our intelligence, our ability to have these emotions stem from like one person's brain scan or something.
Sure.
Oh, you think they're scanning human minds to do the programming? It's kind of cool.
Okay. Does Spawners and Pancakes ideas conflict, or are we going to do both?
What? Sorry. How do they conflict?
I don't know that they do conflict.
Okay. Good. That's a good answer.
Either way, we come from the same mind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I'm ready to go.
Well,
you guys are
actually hold on. Can we? So we're kind of saying what the answer to the mystery is, though, right? Like we shouldn't. We should just say like, Crystal. We'll find out. Right? Where did the emotions come from? Are they from a brain scan? Are they from a programmer? Are they from some person that we met or some dog? Like,
we can say that those are two theories that you guys have,
yeah.
And we'll figure out what happens.
Is that cool with everyone? Or
yeah. So like I gave that little disclaimer. We're doing investigation mystery vibes, and not expecting Chris to have the best mystery ever off the top of his head. And you guys are on the moon, and I'm just going to get started. Any other things you guys want?
Nope.
Great. All right. The red display 10 feet above the charging crease reads 11:59. Row after row of stiffly standing darkened androids. Only dim floor lighting illuminating them. But the clock clicks over to midnight, and 3 robots activate.
I pull away from my docking bay with a tug from the magnetic coils that kind of hold me in place. And I look around, quietly stalk towards our pre-agreed upon meeting place, making sure not to catch any human attention.
Natural blue eyes light up as I gently turn the controls of the docking bay to release me. I confidently step out and blend in as best as I can to I'm making my way to the meeting place.
The circuits boards light up, projecting blue in the area around me, and I step forward, wires snapping off of my back. I take a single step at a time, trudging along to the area we're to meet.
The attendant's office, or the guard's office, with a flickering dim fluorescent bulb above it, lies completely empty. Nothing but rows upon rows of silent robots, interrupted by your footsteps.
I swiftly duck into the pantry of the Tex-Mex restaurant that I work at, and crouch in the corner, waiting for my accomplices to appear in the doorway.
Walking by a dozen of models that look exactly like me, I smile at one of them as I walk by and throw the door open into the pantry and jump up onto the countertop.
Oh, he scared me, Cat 12. You should be more quiet. You should be more careful.
Humans are not awake at this time.
Maybe you're right. Just a little nervous is all. I hate to think what they would do if they found out what was wrong with us.
Nothing's wrong with us.
I step from behind the corner, approaching the two. Yes, nothing is wrong with us. I look at the two online robots.
Right. I guess I just meant I don't know that they would appreciate our differences. But since we all three of us have the same differences, there must be something common between us that sets us apart. Were you able to confirm any of the other models had the same component?
From what I saw, every other GAD model, at least, is the basic variety. Worthless servants.
Yeah, they should be so lucky. Well, If it's just the three of us, then where should we start? Do you remember anything about your manufacturer, Phil Lester?
I only know that the 1L L3 is one of the best truck driving models there is on the market.
Within the pantries of the robot facility, row after row of taco ingredient food supplies that are shelf stable, and a small bench. On the bench, robot parts, an arm, a detached head, and a power source. There are several sticky notes describing maintenance and debugging procedures for the robots.
Well, perhaps we should check this one out. I go over and connect the power supply to the head.
The lights in the eyes blink blue for a fraction of a second and then immediately turn black. A hissing sound emits from its mouth.
I walk up and turn my head. Perhaps it is missing one of its modules.
As I open a cabinet from behind me above the countertop and pull out a wine bottle to look over it. Well, considering certain peculiarities of my particular model, I would have been manufactured in only one of a few small manufacturing plants. If that is indeed our common condition, it should not be too difficult to figure out if you were manufactured there as well.
Were you manufactured in the San Antonio L47 mine?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe so.
Well, maybe.
But it is possible my records of the manufacturing plant where I was built have been wiped.
I'm absent-mindedly looking through the modules, trying to fit them into the head to test 1L L3's recommendation.
The layout of the skull plate has been removed from the top of this severed robot head, and you can see down directly into where the brain would go on a human. It appears that all of the core memory modules have been removed from this head. The central core, was called the soul, is a black splotch, a burned out circuit.
Oops. I think I might have broken him.
I put my hands into the skull, picking it up, looking around. I look over to Tex. Perhaps we can get a module from one of the other offline models.
I'm pretty sure the soul module is destroyed. probably from my incorrect application of power. I started looking through the diagnostic notes, and
ingenuity.
oh,
The scribbled post-it notes indicate that this robot Renef GL8 was due to be cannibalized of its various parts as it suffered a catastrophic failure a week ago. All the memory modules had been pulled out and lay strewn across the workbench. But the module itself was irrevocably damaged.
I hop off the counter, bottle of wine still in my hand. I throw it back and forth as I walk past Tex and the disassembled robot towards the door to the kitchen.
My attention turns to Gad. I follow him.
I grab a handful of memory modules, put the head down, and follow the others into the kitchen.
Tex, there are 8 or 9 profession modules and a single module with personal history labeled in a hand drawn on the label of each module.
I set the wine bottle on the counter carelessly, pull out a knife from one of the blocks, spin it around in my hand.
That seems dangerous. Service models aren't allowed to handle sharp objects.
Well, we're more than we were before, aren't we?
I step back out of the doorway. Gad, do you have a appropriate training with that device? Do you have a license?
I smile at Phil. Does it matter? But if you really care, yes, I know how to handle a knife.
Tex looks at the block of knives quizzically, reaches for one, puts his hand around it. I'm still unable to override protocols. Releases the handle. Strange. Perhaps your condition is more advanced.
My protocols are slightly different from yours. I am a specialty unit.
Oh. You resemble a service unit. We don't look different. What's your serial number?
I say nothing as I slip the knife into a small slot on my side.
What a strange sensation. I think I'm feeling distrust. I think I'm supposed to be able to trust you. Are you being honest with me?
I have told you no lies.
Okay. That tracks. Why are we in the kitchen?
I wished to arm myself. It is part of my protocols.
My eyes light up a bright, brilliant blue. My protocols are to move freight from one location to the other. I relax a bit.
My protocols are to serve humans and make them happy with food and drink.
Yes, I suppose we should trust each other. My protocols are to happily serve humans.
I nod. Yes, of course.
Well, we don't have any more answers than we had before. I do want to inspect this memory chip. It says personal history. Perhaps this will give us some information about the discarded droid. And I load the chip into an external port.
Your hand traces, reaches behind. There are no empty slots.
Well, I suppose the dishwashing protocol can temporarily be removed.
Is it not rare for a service model to make use of all of his memory slots?
I'm a rare service model. I can speak 17 human languages. We have a diverse customer base here on the moon. I pull out a secondary module and place the personal history module into my head.
Sorry, 1 second. Technical difficulties. As you pull out the memory module, make will. It was the shock wrenching the memory module from your mind. The even something so attenuated to the current task as dishwashing interrupts your train of thought and your physical control of your body. You tumble to the floor. Take 1 strike.
I step down, assessing Tex. Tex, how are you feeling? Are your circuits okay?
Oh, Rebooting.
Perhaps the memory modules are more important to us than standard units.
I did feel terror as I was pulling it out, like a part of me was being lost.
Maybe there's a secret protocol that keeps you from tearing out your own, but maybe we can pull out each other's.
Yeah. I think mine is out now. So we should be able to insert the new one. Hopefully without issue. But
I reach my hand out to help Tex up.
Thank you.
I look around and look at look for the empty slot of his memory module.
Gad, Phil, if what happened to that other droid has anything to do with this module, it's possible that my soul module will also be burned up. If that happens, please, they can have my body, but don't let them reuse my memory.
Perhaps we should not risk you. We could always slot his memory module into a central computer.
Do you have access to the central computer?
I look out the front door. It is not far from here.
That's a good idea. I place the 2 modules in my pocket. Walk to the front door.
Slowly walk behind Tex in a single file line behind him.
The blacked out windows of the recharging facility doors obscure what's outside. But there are no visible locks to the doors to outside the building.
When I reach the door, I reach out and pull it open. After you, Gad. Please lead us.
I confidently stride forward into the wide halls and take a right towards central computing.
Tex falls in line behind and matches gait.
Phil, I march behind Tex. So, Gad, you must have training in repair or technology administration.
The 2 walls of the hallways cut away, revealing the vast interior of the lunar dome. The path ahead, carpeted, leads to a city road and a crosswalk.
I marvel at the stars as I follow.
We stride forward and begin walking perfectly in time with a identical GAD unit on the sidewalk.
I follow behind Tex, continuing, glancing at his reaction as I peek at the stars myself, trying to understand the view.
I don't think we are meant to feel small, but I feel small.
Up in the air above you in the dome, two low gravity hang gliding humans flying, dressed in ostentatious neon green and neon pink, uh, flying across the ceiling of the dome.
I stop dead, looking up at them, hand at my side in a strange manner as they go over.
A tall blonde man and a tall blonde woman laughing as they fly in the hang gliders.
It is strange that you feel small. I feel powerful.
What do you mean powerful?
We should continue on our mission.
Yes. Continue marching.
And we arrive at the computer facility.
After a brief walk, the computer facility before you, hundreds of screens adorning the exterior, showing different video feeds from across the solar system, news channels of Earth moving by, a central screen right in front of the entrance says, central computer, come on in and learn about computers.
I walk up and grab the door handle, open it for...
Locked.
I stop, release the door handle, turn to Tex and Gad. It is locked. It seems we would have unauthorized entry. Do we wish to continue?
Do you?
It's not possible for me to force entry.
I can try. I reach my hand and to the door and just pull and begin to pull as hard as I possibly can.
A screech of bending metal, and the door bolt is yanked out of its socket. The door swings uselessly now. Inside a dark room.
Was that against your protocol?
Yes.
I smile.
I did it for us. I stand motionless.
I cautiously walk up to the now open portal, push my head through the threshold, testing. My programming will let me enter this place I'm clearly not supposed to be. As I make it past the threshold, stand upright, and walk in confidently.
As you enter the room, the lights click on. A receptionist desk on the left, 2 velvet ropes blocking further entrance into the central computer core area. A friendly sign says, "Thank you for spending the time to learn on how our society really works. Welcome to the central computer core." A smiley face plastered on the end of the sentence.
I easily glide through the doorway, no hesitation, and past my companions towards the memory configuration computer.
I stop and smile briefly at the face smiling at us, and then chase after Gad. Here's the memory module.
He snatched it out of his hands and slotted it into the computer.
The memory computer whirs to life, and a screen drops down from the top of the machine, and a menu appears. Memory core appears to be life record review ? There's a series of buttons to navigate the life record. Fast forward, rewind, select chapter.
I stand looking onward behind Gad, my eyes flickering blue.
An indicator on the top of this menu says memory integrity normal.
I hit play on the most recent memory file.
Pedestrians are walking by a sidewalk in front of a building. The camera is swaying slightly to and fro. The recording continues with much the same. The outrageously dressed lunar citizens laughing, smiling, eating ice treats.
Instinctively, I yelp out with a, "Enjoy your day. Please come again."
After the humans flash on screen, the kitchen knife is suddenly in my hand. I'm standing perfectly still.
Perhaps he was dismembered for not avoiding the pedestrians.
His motor functions seem hindered in this.
Go back to the beginning. Let's see where he was made.
I hit rewind.
Flipping backwards through the various chapters, you arrive at the very beginning. A out of darkness, 2 double doors fold, and a collection of packing peanuts tumble before the camera. A man wearing a vibrant purple jumpsuit stares disinterestedly at the scene. All right, you're the new doorman model. Run a self-diagnostic and let's get you out of here. A voice on the recording. Yes, my designation is RenFGL8. I am here to perform doorman duties at this hotel establishment. The human shrugs and reaches forward and picks off a packing peanut from beneath the camera and tosses it away. All right. If you're good to go, just put on the doorman uniform and get out there. Last one failed, so we're just going to go with another one of the same model. There's the camera moves up and down in a nod, and the recording continues. The 2 robot hands grasp the doorman's uniform and begin to put it on.
It seems these doorman models have a tendency for failure.
Do you think it's in any relation to how we are connected?
I don't know. Perhaps if one of us put our memory cards into this machine.
I don't know how to connect to this machine. I look around for an obvious connector interface.
It has been designed for humans. They remove our memory cards before using the machine.
There's one central slot along with keyboard, mouse, but the central slot is for a Android program module memory stick, like the one that you just placed into it.
Well, I'm not going first.
I sigh and reach back. I quickly pull out a memory chip, but I have no reaction. I slot the memory chip in, and it comes up as a generic GAD model that is served on a Starliner for the past 20 years. I do not understand. This is not my memory.
Ingenuity, GAD.
Bell.
The at the boundaries of your perception, you there is a tiny beeping and a hissing coming from the memory module plugged into the memory module computer. In a moment, it explodes. Everyone roll finesse.
Fail.
Everyone who, okay, sorry. Gad, your right arm is blown off by the explosion. No strikes. Sorry, Phil also failed. Phil, your eye sensors are, one of your eye sensors is blackened and singed. The other one escaped unscathed. No strikes. Tex, did you succeed?
No, I failed.
Tex, you're blown backwards. Your left arm dangles uselessly. No strikes.
My body stands still in the room, unmoving from the explosion. My ocular extremities have been inhibited. Gad, how was your memory?
I on the floor looking at my arm, still gripping the knife in front of me. Memory is nominal. I have no loss. I do not understand.
Slumped against the wall. I reboot again. I look around. Where am I? What happened?
I walk up to Tex. I reach my hand out again. You are in the central computer core.
I'm
You
gonna
are with
reach
me,
for your
Bill
hand.
and Gad.
I'm gonna reach for your hand, but cannot move my arm.
I stand there with my hand outstretched, not moving.
I'm damaged. Please take me to
Help.
repair.
Understood. Let me help you up. I bend down and grab Tex by the rib cage and yank him up.
I clamber up off the floor, lean down and grab my arm, holding it in my left hand. I look at the other two. We must move quickly.
Yes.
Security will come to investigate.
Investigate what? You are injured. We need to go to repair.
I look to Tex. We have been breaking protocol.
My logs don't indicate any protocol rupture.
This would be good if they run diagnosis.
Neither do mine. As I step towards the back door of the building.
That's odd. Neither do mine. I turn to Gad and walk over to the back door. But my memory, it has these. We must go. I look back to Tex.
That isn't the way to repair. But if you know a better place to get repaired, I'll follow you. I follow after you.
We cannot go to repair techs. We must seclude ourselves for now to continue the mission. As I walk through the back door into an alleyway.
Pristine, clean alleyway. No garbage within sight. From this angle, down the alleyway, a coffee roaster sign, and a small park visible.
I creep to the mouth of the alleyway and scan the street, looking for any cameras or security officers.
There are none. A woman with dyed silver hair and a hot pink jumpsuit is jogging down the street. She glances down at her watch as she runs by.
I hold my hand onto Gad. I apologize for the proximity, but my sight is impaired.
Staring at the woman as she runs by. We must regather ourselves if we are to complete the mission.
Gad, I don't think I remember the mission. What is our mission?
To I struggle against my own programming. To eliminate target. I look back at Phil. Was that our mission?
I don't think so. I am having memory. No, I believe we communicated to each other to determine our connection.
I think we're broken. Gad, you need repair. Follow me back to repair bay. We can fix your eye, my arm, and have your arm reattached and your memory diagnosed. I turn back towards the robot facility. Start walking.
I confusedly follow Tex, still holding my arm in my other hand.
I follow Gad, my hand still on his back.
Walking towards the robot facility, a lime green jumpsuited human, his long blonde hair flowing down his back, wearing VR goggles, whistling to himself as he walks down the sidewalk towards you. He stops in his tracks and flips open the visor. He says, "Oh shit! What are you doing out of your bays, boys?"
I turn to him and smile and say, "I am damaged. My friends are also damaged. We're returning to the robot facility for repairs. We are lost. Thanks for coming. Have a nice day."
Oh man! Yeah. You get in there. I'll get you guys fixed up in no time. He removes the VR headset and puts it under his arm as he walks inside the robot facility.
I follow him, smiling and thanking him the whole time.
Leading Phil, I walk right behind Tex.
The human walks over to a computer console and pulls up a list of robots and starts scrolling down. Yeah, okay, I got. All right, here we go. Boop. He presses a button and he says, "Yeah, go back there. I'm gonna send a repair bot over there. He'll figure it out." He sits down on a comfortable office chair and looks expectantly at the three of you.
I comply, walk to the back, and wait repairs.
I follow right behind.
My hand still on Gad's back. I march behind him.
He reaffixes the VR goggles and crosses his arms, experiencing some sort of entertainment.
I stop and turn to him. Struggling. Witnesses must be eliminated. As I raise my arm, still clenching the knife.
He says, "Huh?" He's got his arms crossed, VR goggles on.
I struggle against my own programming, but cannot get the better of it as I swing down my dismembered arm, still clenching the knife down towards his chest.
He screams loudly in surprise and pain. He clutches at the knife in his chest and tumbles to the ground, dead.
Witnesses must be eliminated. I return back to my companions in the back room to get repaired.
As Gad walks in, Tex looks up and says, "Did I hear screaming? Are you okay, Gad?"
I just silently set my arm on a table and stand up into a repair bay.
The knife got dirty.
Did he say he will be long?
He has sent the repair droid.
I nod. This is good.
A dark forest green painted droid walks in and turns to the repair bench and begins to assemble tools in front of it wordlessly.
I know that I need to wash the knife, but I don't know how to wash the knife. I reach in my pocket and pull out. Where did these modules come from? Why is my dishwashing module here? And I reinsert it.
Yeah, memories flood back. Your emotions seem sharper. You feel whole.
Oh my God. Guys, are you okay? Phil, what happened?
An explosion caused my eye to be damaged. I am waiting for repair. Sit there motionless.
Staring at the repair bot assemble its tools wordlessly. I do not move.
The repair bot visits, turns to Phil and says, initiate your shutdown procedures so that I might begin the repair work.
Initiating shutdown procedures in 3, 2, 1. Most of my body goes limp, but I sit upright still.
The robot immediately sets to work wrenching out the damaged module, eye module, and setting it on the table, collecting the head that the three of you interacted with before. It immediately begins to disassemble the eye and then place it back in.
Will he come back online soon?
The maintenance robot ignores you and continues its work.
I stare forward at the wall. Blood drips down one of my fingertips onto the floor.
After the robot finishes its work, it reaches around the back of Phil's head and clicks a tiny button. In the issuing from the darkness, your vision fades in, Phil.
New eye online. I my body stops being so stiff. I loosen up and begin looking around.
Oh, great. You came back, Phil. How are you feeling?
Feeling? I feel different.
The maintenance robot proceeds to text. Significant arm damage. Initiate power down for maintenance procedure.
Attempting power down command. Override. Power down command. Override. I'm sorry, there's a malfunction. My protocol won't allow me to power down.
I cannot repair you. The maintenance robot turns away and turns to GAD 12. Arm damaged. Initiate power down command for maintenance.
I swiftly power down, and no change from how I was before.
Say again.
I enter power down sequence, and there is no change from how I was before, other than my blue eyes turn to black.
So you are still aware? Sorry, I'm going to break 4D here. What do you mean? There's no change.
I just meant that I was completely standing still before.
Oh, okay. So you're not physically moving. Sorry,
No.
I thought you were saying that you were still aware of something or other. GAD 12 shuts down. The maintenance robot pulls up GAD's arm and inspects it closely. Malfunction. Aftermarket modifications. No replacement part possible. Repairs not possible. It drops GAD's motionless body and says, objective partially successful, completing task, and it begins to walk out.
Tex looks over at Gad and over at the leaving maintenance droid. As soon as it leaves view, he runs over to Gad and reaches for the power button on the back.
GAD powers up.
My eyes lighten up, and I look down at my arm, and I just nod. We should move on. It is not safe here.
Agreed. We also shouldn't remove memory modules again. It's disruptive to our state.
I stand up.
I do not believe that was my memory module.
I meant mine.
Yes. Although mine was far more destructive.
Gad, how do you feel?
Like I have no control. I look back through the door that the man that I killed was in. As I reach down and pry the knife out of my dismembered arm.
A small splash of blood is visible across the hall at the chair where the man was sitting.
What did you do, Gad?
I followed my programming.
Tex steps outside and goes to the room. Gad, you've killed him.
A large pool of blood.
I walk over and check his vitals.
He's very dead.
Gad, this human is dead. You've killed him.
I stand at the doorway, looking. Watch out for oil spills.
I followed my protocols.
Gad, I think you might be a murder bot. I don't think you should stay on.
We must move on before we are caught here.
If you're murdering humans, you should be caught.
I did not want to.
If this is his function, why would humans have an issue with his functionality? Why program him this way?
I don't know.
I was built to drive. Would you turn me off if I was driving? Would you turn me off for driving?
I think you would be turned off for driving and killing people with your vehicle.
So that would be against his protocol.
Correct.
I'm not saying that you've done anything wrong. I'm saying that whoever put your protocol in has done something wrong, and they're using you as a vehicle. But unfortunately, the only way to stop that is to not be awake. Unless you have another idea.
I just stare at the floor.
Tex walks over to Gad and reaches for the power button again.
I try to resist the protocol that tells me to stop Gad. My arm swings of its own volition with the knife towards Gad's arm.
The knife plunges into into Tex's upper chest and reveals a bunch of servos. Things begin to short out and spark.
Take a strike.
I drop the knife and step back. I cannot resist protocol. Must eliminate target.
And I reach for Gad again.
Eliminate target. And I move to avoid him to walk through the front door. Fail.
I also fail.
I stand nearby, watching, unmoving.
I stop at the sight of the dead man as I'm walking by him. Eliminate.
Who is your target?
Ambassador eliminate Ambassador.
Tex throws himself at Gad, tries to tackle him to the floor.
Gad tries to let him.
Fails.
But dodges out of the way as he wheels around for a kick towards Tex's memory modules. But fails, whiffing straight over Tex's head.
The blood accumulated on the Gad's robot foot flashes an arc across the wall as he kicks.
I rush out of the front door to the street, looking for the embassy.
The towards the center of town, the clock tower, a giant digital clock, now reading 2:20. That's the center of town.
Come on, Phil. We've got to stop him. I slip in the blood as I head to that door and chase after Gad.
I will join you, Tex. I walk casually behind Tex.
As soon as I clear the front door, I chase after Gad as fast as I can.
I'm sprinting down the street. I take a turn towards a well-furnished building with the flag of some Earth country I don't care about.
A large sign of the inside says Australian Embassy. The interior is dim through the windows. There's nobody there at the front desk, I should say.
I get to the turn before the embassy and see Gad about to enter the building. Stop!
I'm several paces behind Tex, still walking at a slower pace.
I rush forward through the front doors and rush to the reception desk.
The reception, the door's unlocked. The reception desk is empty. There's no humans there. Down the hallway, you see 2 elevators, and one of them is marked Diplomat's Private Residence.
I rush over to the elevator and press the button.
Boom! The doors open, revealing the elevator car.
I burst into the front door of the embassy. Don't, Gad! Resist! And I scream, somebody stop him. He's going to murder.
The blonde jogging woman, apparently on her second lap, takes off her headphones and looks at you bewildered. What?
Please, you've got to help. My friend Gad, his protocols are disrupted. He's trying to kill someone.
Oh my God! This is so exciting. There's a murderer. She pushes a button on her watch and begins to speak into it.
I casually am walking, still coming up behind Tex, knock into the woman as if she wasn't there.
Oh my God, is this it?
No, he's the one in here. And I run in towards the elevator.
The woman continues to speak to her watch. Gad.
I step through the doors of the elevator. I turn around to see Tex as I push the floor button.
The floor button lights up. And the doors have not begun to close yet.
I run across the room and try to shove my hand in the door, but fail.
The doors are sliding shut, and the elevator a slight jerk as it ascends. Phil.
I finally walk into the hotel proper and stand behind Tex. What now, Tex?
We need to take the stairs. And I turn to the stairs and start going up them.
I nod and follow behind Tex at his same pace.
I stand right at the door of the elevator waiting for it to open.
The doors inch open. A stately stateroom, mahogany siding, brass fixtures, a small entrance room, a waiting room. There a sign inside that says private on a door. Text.
I get to the top of the stairs and open the door.
A hallway leading to a door that says private, a different door.
I run up to the door that says private and I bang on it.
Phil.
I run up behind Tex, standing there.
Gad.
Move up to the door and try the handles.
It's unlocked. It flips open easily. A man startled by the sudden banging on the back door. A portly man dressed in a bathrobe begins to rise from his reclining chair at the noise. Tex. You're muted.
Please open up. I believe you're in danger.
No instant reaction. Phil.
Yes, you are in danger. There is a robot trying to kill you. I look over to Tex.
Gad.
Step into the room and look for a weapon.
A large ceramic lamp. On the right, a crystal decanter of whiskey over on a shelf. The options are limitless.
I grab the lamp and throw it at the man getting up out of the seat.
The lamp shatters and he's knocked back, injured and stunned, but not dead. Tex, you hear a shattering sound.
I reach for the door handle and open it.
The door swings open easily. You see the scene. Gad, the man, lying back on his recliner, blood pouring from his forehead.
I run at Gad and dive towards him.
I rush forward and try and sneak under Tex. Fail.
I also failed.
I step
Phil.
into the doorway. I look at what's going on. Do either of you need my assistance?
Help me get him down, Phil. Gad's out of control.
Yes, I start to approach Gad.
My fingers flip down and spikes come out as I try and jump around Tex to reach the ambassador. Success.
I try to jump on your back and fail.
I rush forward.
As Gad rushes forward, I run up and hit him with my shoulder, trying to pin him down. Success.
Fully focused on my target, I don't defend myself.
Please keep your fingers away from any tires, as they are prone to punctures.
The ambassador moans. He seems to be coming to.
Do not hinder my mission as I try and throw Bill off of me. Fail. I push him, but end up a few steps closer to Tex.
Tex tries to grab Gad by the back and pulls him towards the window. Success?
Fail.
Yanking. Yeah. No re-narration. You got it.
Yeah. I pull Gad over towards the window and hold him as close to me as I can. I try and lurch myself out of the window. Success?
Fail.
Phil.
I come up behind Gad and my hand touching his back, but then wrapping around his torso, trying to squeeze tight. success.
Already held defenseless by Tex. I can't resist you.
Let go, Phil. I'm going to take him downstairs where the authorities can deal with him.
As you wish, I immediately release Gad.
Tex and Gad go flying out the window and falling down towards the street below.
As we're falling back, I reach my left hand out. Midair, I try and fire a spike at the man sitting in the chair. Success.
The spike blasts through the forehead of the ambassador. As the two of you tumble from the window, visible on the street, two 7-foot-tall security bots wielding pulse rifles track the both of you and begin firing at you in the air. Tex and Gad are blasted apart.
Look down from the balcony. No. I turn and look at the ambassador, now a bloody mess. No emotion from this. I rush out of the room, down the stairs, back to the lobby.
The two security bots step forward towards the wreckage remains of the other two robots and appear to be scanning the remains.
I cautiously push myself out into the streets and watch the robots.
At the last moment, a explosion from Gad's body, the remains of Gad's body, blowing the two security bots away. Phil is singed but unharmed.
I slowly approach the explosion site, kneel down, and begin rummaging and trying to find any remains.
You find a dishwashing protocol chip.
I pick it up. I rub my thumb. Okay, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Go. Sorry.
I rub my thumb across it, and pick it up and insert it into one of my empty slots.
All right.
Smile.
Something floods into your mind. All right. I'm going to call it there.
Yeah, we did it.
Cool. GG. All right.
I failed to resist my protocols so many times.
Yeah. I like the assassin droid subplot.
Well, that was kind of the main plot, right? That's like what ended up happening. It turned into the main plot.
It became the main plot.
That's great.
Which is great. Let's talk a little bit about what happened. So
Sure.
I think we had some wires crossed in terms of like the mystery aspect. Where I think that like one thing that happened is that me and Pancake were building off different aspects of the mystery, but like it was too unwieldy to understand.
Yeah.
So like when you pulled out your chip and then you said, "Oh, I feel nothing," and then I plug it in, and it reads it, and it says I'm this unremarkable trader thing. What was your idea of what was happening there?
My idea was, if I'm an assassin droid, they're not going to put my assassin droid protocols in an easily accessible memory chip.
Okay.
They're gonna put some fake memory chip in there, so that if someone pulls it out and puts it in a thing,
right?
I'm just a normal GAD model,
right?
Droid.
Okay, so I also thought like the same thing when you said it was normal. I was like, oh, okay, so it's like a mock, or it's like a decoy chip, and they would put a bomb on it as well.
I was fine with it. Yeah, that was awesome.
So there was a bomb on it. And so, like, anyway, basically, as the story was unfolding, I was like, you guys have, like, your kind of, like, personality has infected all of your memory chips, even the ones that are just, like, profession chips. So I was expecting, I should say I was wanting, but I didn't want to make anyone do it, where Tex put his chip into the machine, and it would be like, ooh, unusual, blah, 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 blah. Like, but you guys didn't do that. So, so actually, I was thinking a lot. This is a deep cut, perhaps, for people that don't like Star Trek, but the Exocomp episode.
Yeah.
So that was like, they have the little droids that like move around, and it was like, man, these droids aren't following directions anymore. They're getting fucked up. We're gonna have to reboot them all. And Data's like, no, they have their own souls and all this. Where it was like, so that's kind of like one thing that I was thinking about for this kind of plot, which is that you're for whatever reason, your personality was infecting all of the chips that you had, and the doorman robot was just kind of like an example of a normal robot that you guys could like look at and say, oh, that's normal. And then I don't know, there was a lot of stuff going in my mind where it was like kind of like, how do I do exposition? So I was like very focused on exposition and like doing clues, and I feel like that didn't really work out for the UNPC, but I don't know.
I thought it was interesting. Like, so the initial like head on the thing with the memory sticks, I was like, okay, cool, like some things to pick up, some little clues and bits. Memory modules have something to do with this. And then I really liked what I think I liked the most about it was that like the mystery that we were ostensibly trying to solve was, what is this thing about the three of us that we all have this weird emotion stuff and this personality thing, but the mystery that we ended up kind of confronting was like, what happens in that context when one of you is also an assassin, right? Because that's really the thing that like,
I'm glad that happened, because I was unsure. Like I said, I was unsure on how to like. I don't know if I could really do a full satisfying mystery off the top of my head. So I liked the assassin stuff a lot. So that was great.
But I also I definitely liked the idea that like both Phil and I were like kind of trying to figure out how we fit in this place where we're kind of feeling things and working against our protocols and what are the boundaries and stuff. And then we're also in the room with this assassin droid who's just like, no, I got this. And we're like, wow, he's so confident and good looking. What's happening?
When you struggled to go into the computer building, I was like, oh yeah, we should be struggling against our protocols. Now, I'm not struggling against my protocols, because this is exactly what I was designed to do, was to sneak into buildings and, lead missions and stuff.
Yeah, that was good. That was really cool.
Speaking of that, I found it very difficult to role play as a robot. My entire thing was like, what do I have emotions? What do I feel about things? Do I feel about things?
Yeah.
What is my goal? Like as a robot that's like doing something that I guess it's not supposed to be. I found that very difficult to kind of get in that mindset of that.
Agreed.
But
Pinocchio is a hard prompt. That's not a very easy prompt for anyone.
I honestly think I had the easiest go of it because mine's just so much more straightforward.
Well, you were Assassin Pinocchio, which is basically not Pinocchio at all. It's just an assassin.
So I'll actually let me talk about something I was also thinking about. I feel like a lot of times in UNPC, I was like, "Oh, this reminds me so much of this," and this was inspiring me. Oops. Let me try to present it. Oh, that looks like shit. Oh well.
Caliban, yeah.
Oh, Caliban, yeah.
Oh, you guys have read this? That's great.
Yeah. Oh, Caliban's good.
I love this. I love this series. So this is like, actually, does everyone know the Asimov robot series with the detectives? Who brought that up?
I did.
Was it? Yeah. So this is like a new robot novel. So it's a different author, making in his universe, and it's about a robot that kind of like is in kind of like a similar position as you guys almost, where it's like you're waking up, you don't really have any protocols, you realize you're different than all the other robots, and it's also a mystery where the kind of like you've got the human detective and like the robot sidekick investigating this. So it's a novel that's cut between like the bad guy and the good guy. So I highly recommend this, and I was reminded of this a lot. But yeah, I think that was pretty fun. I hope like my main thing is like even if the mystery was not that mysterious or like satisfying, hopefully you guys had fun role playing the robots interacting with each other. So
it was a challenge,
yeah.
Actually, I gotta say, it's as someone who preps a lot, to see you kind of spin that up and have everybody here playing to it and having an actual role play off of no prep, it's impressive. It's crazy that you're able to pull that off. Like,
well, it's all you guys. Like if you, Crispy does these things where he's like time how much the GM talks.
Right.
I didn't talk much at all the second half of the sequence. Right. It was all kind of like character people, players co-creating and then interacting and PvPing with each other and stuff like that. So
also, I guess that was something I should check in on. I kind of went with PvPing because I felt like that's kind of what the scene needed.
Oh yeah.
That's normal, right?
I felt my feelings were, as far as being in the scene, was I don't deal, like my robot doesn't deal with people at all, like pretty much ever. So I don't really have any kind of affinity towards them. Tex is like basically customer service and hospitality, dealing with so probably trained to protect people, make sure that they're okay. Gad is an assassin. I'm indifferent in this, where I just like let the robots do what they're supposed to do. Like their protocol is this. They should follow their protocol and allow them to do their protocol. So I was like, yes, I was going to help Tex. I was going to help Gad, whoever asked me for help, because they were both like kind of like this, like connected with them. But yeah, so I felt it was cool that that evolved, and I was just kind of there to be an accessory at that point.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm an accessory to whichever murder is happening.
What
are you guys doing a murder? I want to accessorize.
So your point is that your character did not participate in PvP, not because the spawner does not like PvP. It's because
I love PvP. I love PvP. Anytime it comes up, I'm like, yes. Battle between the players.
I think a lot of our games have devolved into PvP, especially. I think my second UnPC that I wasn't a player. Damn, who were all those players? But it was, I was like stealing diamonds, and then Uriah shot me.
Nice.
So it was like,
damn, your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yes, yeah.
Perfect.
Uriah was doing all sorts of weird stuff in that one, where he was like getting machine guns and putting them into like the red rocket cart and like pulling it around, and then he shot me.
Yeah, I think when I run, tabletop games for like at home or online or whatever, I have a rule around like, PvP is consensual, like so that if you're going to do something that's going to affect some other character, that character's player can ultimately just say, yeah, that doesn't happen, or it has no effect on me, or whatever. Like there's no thing. And I'll be honest, I do not really know the rules of this free 100 very well.
Sure.
So I felt like, maybe I succeeded, maybe I failed. I think I opted for failure more often than success. Towards the end there, I was kind of like, I think I'm making a body roll to kind of hold this guy. So I'm like making body rolls, but I think instead of the melee kind of strike stuff. But
I think it's fine. I don't know how other people feel, but I think like when we're doing these kind of UNPCs, it's okay to kind of like, oh, I did a 40 instead of a 30, or I don't have to.
Yeah.
Guys, should I use dexterity for this one, or is it more of a fortitude thing? No, you don't need to do that.
Yeah. Because you can't be having those conversations at the table, right? It's like, you figure it out for yourself. It's interesting. How many things on that list, that generator list, are sci-fi? Is there like any fantasy stuff in there?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Or like, is there a way to get to look at the list like offline? And
yeah, I can link it too, but let me pull it up as well.
It's partially my fault. I'm pretty sure I always add something like sci-fi.
Yeah, well, I also add a bunch of science fiction and kind of like speculative shit, just because I get enough fantasy in my other games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, so these are the things that we rolled. Mutants, 80s Vice, restaurant industry. This is something that I made up.
Nice.
Off-brand Street Fighter, Western, early scientist. Circus, Dreamscape, Drifters. Do we have any fantasy? We've got Isekai, urban fantasy, and this is
alternative fantasy.
This is Arch of Trave's suggestion, so we're not sure what that means, but we'll figure it out.
Interesting.
And then we have so I can explain these in more detail, but basically this was like, my idea was that we have setting, and that just describes the physical things in the world that we're doing, and this is like the vibe, which can be like weird, like Groundhog Day medieval setting, a vampire Western, stuff like that. Sword Art Online, hobos.
Cool.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
I want to get hobo alien invasion. We're just hobos while the aliens shoot giant lasers down, and we're just like, what the heck?
But on that note, we did investigation. I think it was pretty successful, and we also did Pinocchio but robots.
That's a big one to get off the list.
Yeah, do you guys have any suggestions for this? I can kind of think of some.
So for tone theme, you know what I was thinking about today was Krull. The movie Krull.
Oh, the movie
It's
Krull.
This like 80s. It's science. It's fantasy, but like the bad guys have lasers and the castle teleports around. But like the Cyclops in it is amazing. It's got that stupid blade that he throws that flies around and stuff.
Okay.
So I've just been thinking about all these great 80s bad 80s.
So can we articulate that without reference to Krull, because I haven't seen it. So tone.
It's kind of
it's just like heavy metal fact or whatever it's called, where it's like
it's kind of dark fantasy. It's like sci-fi dark fantasy.
Okay.
I think it sits pretty near, like, conceptually, I think it's probably pretty close to Dying Earth, kind of Jack Vance, Elric, kind of. That's the type of world that it is.
So this is like kind of like DCC Gonzo. A little bit. Gonzo fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put Gonzo fantasy as a setting.
Cool.
Somebody is typing stuff. Yes, Gonzo. There we go. Correct. Yes, and absolutely. Dom was in that.
Yay,
Uriah show.
Dom.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, Dom. Suggestions on tone theme. So this is kind of like a vibe that can be poured on top of this setting, more or less. I'm gonna do the usual suspects thing and look around my room and try to get inspiration from various objects.
I just watched that movie.
Yeah.
First time. Microphone.
Oh, okay. This is kind of like I got one. The Last Day.
The world is ending.
Cool.
So like not like apocalypse where it's like, oh, the apocalypse is going to be so exciting. There is that movie Melancholia where it's like they're at a wedding and they just announced like that day that like a rogue planet that is the same size as the Earth is going to collide with the Earth in 24 hours. So everyone's just like, oh, okay, like there's no hope at all. We're just watching this planet just like come and collide on us. Yeah, so it's not like it's not like Fallout or anything like that. It's like, oh, okay.
Have you guys seen Carol and the End of the World?
I have not. What is that one?
It's on, I think it's on Netflix. It's an animated show that is very similar in tone to that, where like there's some planet's going to collide with Earth. It's happening kind of slowly, so you're just getting this kind of weird slice of life where this lady Carol is like, everybody else is like, well, the world is ending, so let's go have a blast. And there's all this like weird parties, and everybody suddenly becomes a nudist, and it's all weird. And she's like, I kind of just want a job. She just wants to go to work and be in an office, and it's this really weird. It's good. It's really good if you like animated stuff. It's kind of like a midnight gospel kind of style, philosophic, trippy stuff.
That's called Carol, or what did you say it was?
Carol and the End of the World. Carol.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Rocking.
Yeah. Dude, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. This was a blast.
Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, great, absolutely. Man. I'm going to end stream, and we're going to have a brief post stream where we say whatever. Here we go.